Hey guys, how's it going out there? We're streaming live on Facebook. So this is our very first live stream to Facebook Live on our Telestream Wirecast page. So we're hoping, and it's kind of an experiment. We'll see how this goes. We threw this together this afternoon and wanted to give this a shot and maybe make some useful live broadcasts for you guys. My name's Andrew Haley. If you haven't heard me or met me before, I'm kind of responsible for spreading the word about Wirecast, and I love to do this job. It's really fun, and I'm excited to show you what we can do with Wirecast and with our new feature of streaming live to Facebook. What's cool about this is you can make broadcasts like this one that I'm doing right now. We're using Wirecast entirely. We're streaming to our Facebook page and to groups. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. And you can do a professional looking live stream. So I've got a green screen behind me with, we can throw up graphics and logos, and you can bring in professional mics. If we had multiple cameras, we could do that. So there's a lot of flexibility that bringing in a professional streaming tool or switching tool like Wirecast to Facebook streaming can offer. So obviously it's always great to be able to open up your app and do a stream from your phone. There's times when that's the best thing to do, but there's also times when you might want something a little bit more fully featured, more professional. So that's where we step in, and we're happy to kind of show you how that works. So if you want, I can do a quick demo on how you might do this yourself. So why don't we I'll switch my desktop here, and you can kind of see, I'll show you how this works, okay? So this is my desktop here, and again, we're just bringing this in through Wirecast, but I'm actually showing you my desktop on my computer, and what you're seeing here is just a regular blank Wirecast document. When you download the demo, or when you download or when you purchase the program, and you open it up, you just get kind of a blank template or slate like this that you can kind of fill with your own content, your own cameras, your own shots. So just start with something like this. It's super basic. And if you're not familiar with Wirecast, we have a ton of great tutorials on how to do that. But the first thing you might want to add to your document is to, bring in a camera shot like what we have here. So I actually just have my kind of like little FaceTime camera on my laptop here. So I'm going to bring that in, and I'm just bringing it in on the third layer because I want to throw in maybe a graphic or two on top of that. So you can see there's my camera. It's just on my laptop right there. And I've got the green screen behind me. It's not quite as optimized because the angle's a little different, but we'll work with it. And what's cool about this, when you have a green background or something like that with Wirecast, it gives you a lot of flexibility with what you can do with it. So I'm just going to open it up, and let's do, say, this is the shot editor, and so I can just change all kinds of things about the shot. I can move myself around. I can, basically make myself smaller or larger. Whatever I need to do there. But I can also crop out or take out the green screen and replace it with something behind me. So I'm going to just hit the green screen button. It's not great. It's not too bad. We can play with some of the settings. I think it's going to be a little bit, it's always going to be a little bit fuzzy because this is just my webcam and the lighting's not really perfect for the webcam use right now. So we'll just go with that. I'm going to add something behind me. So on the left here in the shot area, you have all these cool layers. You can actually make other layers behind yourself, and you can bring in images. It could be a PowerPoint slide. It could be your desktop, kind of like what we're doing here. Actually, Deborah, if you want to put me in the shot here and go to the one where I can actually pop up on the demo, then you can see you can make software demos where you actually appear in the shot. So that's kind of cool. So very neat. You can do stuff like this. So I should get out of my own way now. But one of the possibilities are endless when it comes to this stuff. So it's really fun to play around with. So I'm just going to add a background for myself, and I have just a picture of our Wirecast website. So I'm just going to bring that in, and I'm just going to adjust the size and maybe make it a little larger. And then I just want to get myself out of the way. So again, with compositing, with Wirecast tools, it's really easy to do that. I can shrink myself, put myself in the lower corner there. And then I've also got some fuzziness in the upper right corner there, just because the lighting and the way the camera's quality. So I'm going to crop that out using the crop tool. So you can see I just make that kind of disappear. And I've got a kind of a cool professional looking background where I can talk about my business. I can talk about my website. In this case, just talk about Wirecast, which is what we're here to do today. And it looks good to me. So I like that. And I'm just going to close the shot editor. And now I've got a neat shot that I can stream live with. And let's maybe stream this live to Facebook. So I'm going to show you how that works. We did a kind of a quick start video a couple days ago on how that works, but I'm just going to run through that in case you missed it or you just want to see it again. So in Wirecast, one of the main windows you'll deal with all the time is your output settings. It's where do you send your streams? Are you going to send them to an RTMP server? Are you going to send them to your hard drive and record in an MOV or MP4 format? On Windows, this will look a little different. There's different formats, but Wirecast works on Windows or Mac. You don't have to use Mac. You might be a dyed-in-the-wool PC user. We got you covered. So select Facebook from the destination page. It's in the latest version of Wirecast. You won't find it unless you've upgraded to 6.0.7. That is the version you need in order to have this feature built in. So select Facebook as your destination, and you can go back and add additional ones. You're not limited to just one destination. So if you want to select YouTube as well, then please select YouTube. Today, we're actually streaming this simultaneously on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel, which is Wirecast Tube on YouTube. So we're simultaneously broadcasting on both of those. So you can take advantage of that if your internet connection is strong enough. Please, you should do that because Wirecast enables that. We want you to be able to send your message wherever you need to send it. So, for this purpose, I'm not going to stream just to YouTube. We're just going to focus on Facebook. But select Facebook. And then, actually, I'm just going to jump out of there real quick and jump back in. Select Facebook. Hit OK. And then you just need to authenticate. So I'm just going to enter my password here, or my, not password, I'm going to enter my account name, which I have on another screen here. I'm going to pull this in. And then enter my password. And once you're authenticated, you can even stay logged in if you like. And Wirecast and YouTube will handshake with your account. You should see your username pop up as well as any. And now you have the ability to make events. So I could be on this particular page, I could create an event titled Professional Live Streams. And just a quick description like Wirecast live stream. And so select how you want it to be, whether you want it to be which Wirecast page. If you have multiple pages under an account or you're an admin on those pages, you can select those. You can also select the privacy. You just want to stream to friends or to the whole public. So we can do that. And we'll hit create. Now, if you did it right, everything should auto-populate. You should see an RTMP address down there that you can publish to, which is awesome. And then you also see the bitrate there. You can even stream delay. So if you are a gamer or you need for some reason to just throw on a 10 to 15 second delay, you can set that there in seconds. So pretty straightforward. Up here at the top, the name is not configured. This name is really just for your personal reference. So I could just call that Facebook stream. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to see that. It's just you for your reference. And then as far as your destination, that's obviously Facebook. Your encoding settings is really just limited to one size right now. That's Facebook. The way they've set it up is to be HD 1280 by 720. That's what they're starting with. I'm assuming that they will open that up, but it's really up to them. What they've said is that they're just launching this, so they're still in the process of developing it, fleshing it out. I'm sure you'll see additional features. For example, people have been wondering, how long can you stream to Facebook? Can I stream for 2 days? Can I stream for 2 hours? And currently, Facebook limits you to 90 minutes. So, and again, they're working on making that longer as they go along. So I think that's it. We created an event. We titled it. We're ready to go. Hit OK. You just side note on this bit rate right there. Pay attention to that. If it's the average is 2,217 kilobytes per second or kilobits per second, that is how much bandwidth you need going up, your upload speed. So check your upload speed. before you do this, you may or may not have the bandwidth on your home connection. So upload is hard with like DSL. Sometimes the download's great, but the upload's terrible. So check that. You'll need to know what your upload is. And usually as a rule of thumb, you want to double that number. So if 2000 is your average video, you want, because it's just an average, it can really just be in the middle of, it can be lower or it can be even higher than 2000. You want about double that in your bandwidth in your pipe. So just make that 4,000 kilobits per second or 4.5 megabits per second is about what this connection or this stream would need. Now, if you're just kind of just you on camera and there's not much going on screen, it's not a bunch of information or effects or graphics, then it could come in lower than that. You could get away with maybe a lower speed connection, but it's just going to depend on your bandwidth, what you're streaming, and how complex it is. So for this though, we have the bandwidth. We're going to do that. I'm going to hit OK, and we should be ready to stream. So let's start streaming. And if I did that right, we can go to our Facebook page and see that. I'm going to pull this up here. We go to our Telestream test account on Facebook, and I can actually see it in the Facebook page. So I'm actually logged into my personal account at the moment, so let me see if I can go to facebook.com. And sign in. Okay, cool. So let's look at, I'm just going to pull this window in. It's a little large, so let me resize that. And if you go to your home feed, your live stream should appear right there. So, hey, there's Mark. So if we click on that, you should get that. And obviously it's just on my laptop with kind of a wireless connection. So the download may not be returning, but that's where you should see your Facebook stream. And hopefully all of you are seeing this stream right now. So that's kind of the basics of how you might get Wirecast streaming. So what else can we do with Wirecast to make our streams even more professional looking? Well, Wirecast has you covered there too. We can do stuff like add titles and just bring in a lower third or graphics. When we say lower third, we're talking about something that's just on the bottom of the screen. So I can actually add a quick title here, double click this, and this is our kind of quick title library here. And you can add a lower third like this, which just appears on the lower part of the screen. And so you can see on the left, I can actually kind of see the final composite image, and I can bring that in and choose, choose my message like Facebook live streaming with Wirecast 6.0.7. And then I can put my title or whatever. So however you want to do it, I mean, obviously, whatever graphics or titles you want to throw up, it's totally up to you. You can bring in Photoshop, files if you want to do that as PNGs or TIFF files for the transparency. You can also use our built-in titles. We even have partners that you can, like New Blue Effects, where you can purchase their professional live streaming, professional titling software, which allows for animated 3D graphics and titles right into Wirecast. So you can create like amazing looking animations live into the software. So it's a really cool, versatile program. We have we've included stuff for you to use like these templates, but you don't have to use these. You can create your own. We love to see people being creative with the software and doing what works for them and their message. So that's kind of how you might add a title. We can take that whole thing live now. And that actually reminds me why I wasn't actually seeing myself on Facebook. There I am, because I hadn't taken myself live in Wirecast. Kind of a rookie mistake there. So one thing you need to know about Wirecast is if it's on the left, then that's the preview window. If it's on the right, that's what your audience sees. So the reason the Facebook page was black was because my live window was black. So I'd forgotten to actually take the whole thing live. So there I am with the title. And we can even, I'm going to take this off the screen real fast so you can see. Let's make it a little smaller. And what's cool about this is you can actually, if you jump into Wirecast and you take off the title and just smoothly fade that out, you should see that happen on the live stream. And the title should smoothly fade out. So Wirecast is allowing you to do real-time live streaming and production to add production value. You could imagine if we had multiple cameras here, we could switch between the cameras, you could switch between your desktop, and all of that gets encoded and streamed out on the fly to sites like Facebook. So that's just a couple quick tips to get you started on using Wirecast and making some awesome looking live streams to Facebook. I hope this was really helpful for you. We have some time for some questions if you guys want to do that. I can check, if you post here on the comments page, I can read them. We can go through some questions. So looks like we've got some, a few people. So Rob, good to see you, Rob, out there, Rob Munzing. We did some work with them, and they do a lot of live streaming on sports in college. So I could really see sports being really impacted by this feature. So schools could stream to their, or teams could stream to their Facebook pages, so that friends and family can watch, and share it and stuff like that. That would be awesome. So Nathan, he's asking, is there a way to be able to use this same workflow to stream to the preview player that is available on verified pages, or do we need to plug it in as an RTMP stream? So I'm not sure what you mean by that question, Nathan. Sorry, maybe I'm confusing this. I would assume that I'm not sure if the Facebook does a preview player yet. I haven't seen that. Maybe that's part of the API. But from what I'm aware of, the RTMP address that is created by Facebook servers is only generated when you use the event creation tool. So you would kind of need to stream to the event that you set up. And I don't think you can use a generic. You might be able to, but I'm not sure if Facebook's made that available yet. They might just want you to go through the API. So you might have to, if encoders want to do this, they have to implement the API that Facebook made, similar to what we did in Wirecast. Let's see. So he says under publishing option on verified pages, there's actually a preview player. Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with it, but that is something we'll look into. Okay, so we can get back to you on that, Nathan. I'm just getting my feet wet with this, so I'm excited. What else do we have? If you also want to tweet us at Wirecast, I can read tweets too, or read questions that way. So Michael Kinney on Twitter says, great to connect, big fan. That's cool. We got some people shouting out to us on Twitter. That's awesome. RTMP, good question. So Chaudhary, I'm not sure I can say your name correctly. Chaudhary Mateen. What is RTMP? Good question. So RTMP is a protocol for streaming video. It actually stands for Real-Time Messaging Protocol. It was, I think, created, or if not created, bought by Adobe. And it was basically the Flash format. And it was the format everybody streamed in to be the most compatible with the most browsers. So Flash Wirecast is still streaming an RTMP encoder, and most sites out there serve, like YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all of them accept RTMP streams. And so Wirecast, that's what it generates, is an RTMP stream. So we just, instead of saying real-time messaging protocol stream, we just say RTMP stream. Good question. But there's new formats coming out, in the future, so that RTMP may not be the main one anymore in just a year or two. We'll see. Is this new? Addison, yes. Addison, this is new. So Facebook, has been live streaming for about a year. They opened it up to like celebrities and select people. They wanted to make sure everything was working and could kind of test out the features. So they did that with some of the high-profile Facebook users. And then last week, I believe they announced that anyone can stream live to Facebook. They opened it up to everybody, almost all their countries, not quite all of them at the same time last week, using your app or the phone, the Facebook app on your phone. And then this week, they just announced at their, I think, F8 conference yesterday that they're opening it up to partners and third parties. They have an API available so that people can, integrate their products with Facebook Live. So this is new as of like this week, new, like yesterday new. So great question. Let's see, Nathan, yeah, definitely will get you an answer on that. I want to see all the comments here on Facebook. This is cool to see you guys just interacting. We can hang out a little bit longer and answer some questions if you like. Addison says, "Oh my God, thanks for your answer. Now I can say there is parallel universes." That's good to know. There might be a story behind that. I'm a little curious. Yeah, feel free to comment, like, share. We're here, so we'll probably do more of these. If there's any other questions, you can do that. Again, let me check the Twitter, just make sure, or even YouTube. I've been kind of remiss in checking our YouTube page, so let me refresh that and see if there's any comments. Looks like nobody's on the YouTube page, so YouTube's always a good place. I'm going to start posting more videos there as well. So it's at Wirecast Tube. For any Wirecast related stuff, we'll get that going. We've got some good content in the works for you guys. And at Twitter, it's like a modest broadcast. So, it's not bad for our first one. I'm glad a few of you showed up, and this might have been helpful for you guys. So please check out more of these. Check out our page. Tell them we'll post next time. We're going to. Yeah, we'll definitely keep posting every time we do this. So you'll have some warning if you follow our Facebook page for updates, or you can follow our Twitter. We're at Wirecast. We post on there all the time. That's probably the fastest way to get updates real time. And definitely if we're streaming to Facebook, we'll definitely post on Facebook and let everybody know as part of that group or part that likes that page or follows that page. One last question. This one's from Adafruit Industries. They're going to be broadcasting on Facebook tonight. All right. So looks like, Wirecast 607. So you want to use 6.0.7. In case you missed that or you're just coming to the broadcast, Facebook is added as a destination only in the latest version of Wirecast, which we released yesterday, which is 6.0.7. But once you upgrade to that, it's free if you update to that, if you already own Wirecast. And you should see that, and it should just pop up right on your destinations list. So that's right, you can pick it right from the list. So that's cool. So hopefully, enjoy that and use that tonight during your broadcast. We'll try to tune in if for around 8 p.m. Pacific time. No worries, Adafruit. Okay, well, that's all, guys. Just wanted to hop on here and do a few questions and test this out. It's just kind of an experiment, see how it goes, and to give you some tips and tools on how to do awesome live broadcasting on Facebook. Hope to see you again soon. Tweet us or like us on Facebook, or just message us, direct message us, and we'll get back to you. And if there's any other types of broadcasts you want to see on here, let us know. We're always looking for new stuff we can share with you and to increase the value of your content or to help you with your workflows and stuff like that. So thanks for looking at Wirecast, and thanks for watching the broadcast. See you guys later.